So this here is definitely going to be one of the most important video that I've recorded in a while, because in this video I will be sharing with you why the support which you have around 110, 112,000 is so important and what will happen if this support gets broken with exact price target. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. I will be sharing with you some very interesting scenarios lining up for Bitcoin, but first thing first, let's destroy that like button. And guys, let's try it one more time to reach at least 1,000 like in this video. Thank you very much. Now what I want you guys to do is to monitor this bearish continuation pattern known as rising wedge, and just like how we anticipated, you can see Bitcoin also got attracted around 112,000, but despite reacting strong after reaching around this 112,000, I believe what could be happening in the medium short term is a proper retest around 110, even up to 109,000, and only after that we are going to decide the direction. Yes, guys, in the medium short term, I am actually expecting Bitcoin to show further more weakness, not just only around 112, even up to 109,000, a quick dip around the previous area of confluence, and only after that decide the direction, because we know Bitcoin parallelly was also following a fractal which played out here in 2025. I mean, before we started with a new bullish continuation, first Bitcoin showed a move which brought us towards the previous resistance area, and only after that a continuation of an uptrend. I mean, if we look at this one here, then the price of Bitcoin started with a bullish move. We formed a double top type of formation, right? Which later resulted in a continuation, a bearish continuation. We got attracted towards the previous area of confluence, the line which previously rejected us, found support, and right after that, a continuation of an uptrend. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that Bitcoin in the medium short term could show a very similar move, a double top type of formation with a pullback towards the next area of confluence. This here, right, you can see this trend line acted as a very strong line of resistance. So this trend line could be retested around 110,000. A quick dip even up to 109,000 is possible, and only after that a beginning of a new bullish move. But this trend line is very important for us, because failing to do that, failing to hold this key trend line, means this continuation will get invalidated and price of Bitcoin here will start following a move which might look somehow like this. I mean, a continuation towards another lower low. And why this would make sense? Because parallelly Bitcoin would also get attracted towards the previous support trend line or previous rising trend line. This rising trend line was very important for us, because each and every pullback around this trend line resulted in a very bullish move where the price not just only make a new high but also higher lows. Yes, guys, higher highs, higher lows continuation played out here. So if this was the top, around 124,000 was the top, and price now will prepare itself for another downtrend towards the lower trend line, then you can see in the worst case even up to 100,000 will be on the line, and only after that a continuation which might look somehow like this, higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern in a weekly time frame. So if we want to avoid a move back towards 100,000, then we are not allowed to break below this key trend line in between 110 and 112,000 to show a continuation in this manner, and only after that a reversal. Parallelly, that could be the last pullback before expecting a blow off top type of scenario. So that's why if Bitcoin wants to show a move which might look somehow like this after a small pullback around 109, 110,000 after retesting the previous temporary resistance line, if you want to show a continuation like this, then parallelly you can see it will make sense, because that will mark the bottom according to this parabolic curve pattern, because that's going to be the support from our base 4, which then could be preparing ourselves for another parabolic move. So if Bitcoin wants to continue with this uptrend, following this parabolic curve pattern, following this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern in the weekly time frame, invalidating this bearish continuation, then we must hold above 110, 112,000. Otherwise, things could get nasty, guys. Why nasty? Because you can see this is a bearish cross. Williams alligator indicator has started to form a bearish cross. CryptoAnup buy sell indicator is also above this price action. This means now it's getting weaker. The strength is getting weaker, right? So if Bitcoin shows any sort of a rally, this same trend line, which during uptrend acted as support, will be acting as resistance. So that's why please be careful, guys. If Bitcoin fails to hold its ground around 110, 112,000 in between that range, then we must prepare ourselves for a continuation that might look somehow like this. Bitcoin coming for another retest around 100,000 area, and only after that an actual reversal, because it's not just only this indicator to the upside, even the indicators to the downside are showing weakness. RSI here formed a bearish divergence indicating weakness, and MACD also started to form a bearish cross, clearly showing weakness, guys. Yes, in the medium short term, we could come for a retest, a proper retest around 110, even a quick dip around 109,000, but that will be the key area, guys. We are not allowed to break below that range, because once we do that, once the price slips below this support line, then you can see, despite this being a ascending CPR, we must prepare ourselves for a continuation which might look somehow like this. And even according to the leading indicator, this S1 line will be attracting us the first bearish target and form a new descending CPR for the month of September, which is bearish, guys. So that's why, to avoid a bearish continuation to the downside, we have to remain around $110,000. Failing to do that means for the month of September, we are expecting some bearish momentum despite this forming an ascending CPR. So to avoid all of this bearish scenario, Bitcoin must hold its ground around 110, 112,000. So please be aware, do not overleverage yourself, and use proper risk management strategy. Otherwise, in market like this, there is a very high chance of you losing your hard-earned money. So that's exactly what I want to avoid. So please be careful and not to over leverage yourself. So guys, these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed the vlog, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this $30,050 in bonus from Bybit, then please check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out. Until next time, bye bye.